Hello, my name is Mary O'Connor and I'm talking to Desmond O'Connor about his grandfather, J.J. O'Connor. Hello, Des. Can you tell me a bit about your grandfather, please? When was he born?
He was born in 1874.
And where was he born?
On a farm in the Ward, County Dublin.
And he graduated as a vet in 1899, was it?
1899, yes. At that stage, it wasn't possible to qualify as a veterinary surgeon in Ireland, so you had to go to Britain. And the most famous school was the Royal Dick Veterinary School in Edinburgh.
What did he do after he graduated?
He worked for a while as a veterinary surgeon, but don't forget this is a time when the Boer War was in progress, and there was a call made to veterinary surgeons to volunteer for service in the Boer War. This is because the army was suffering severe losses at that time. They were sending about 120,000 horses a year to South Africa. So there was a vast number of horses required for the war, and they were suffering losses of 5%. And this is because they were being embarked on ships and dying on board and arriving dead at the port in Cape Town. So some 100 veterinary surgeons then volunteered to select the horses at the various embarkation ports and travel with the horses on board the ships to Cape Town, South Africa.
These various ports, were these throughout Europe?
Yes, my grandfather worked at the port of Freeport in called Fiume, which is now Croatia. So the horses were selected in Croatia. They came from all around the surrounding areas, and he would examine them, the glands, and make sure they'd no discharges and that they were healthy and fit for travel.
How many journeys did he partake in?
Well, we have some diaries of his trips, and we have two surviving diaries, and one of them says the fourth trip to Cape Town, and it was during that trip that peace broke out. It was 1902. Peace broke out during the trip. Nevertheless, he still had to do his work when he got there. So.
Yeah, and so when he returned then, when he was discharged from the army, what did he do then?
Then he applied for a job in the veterinary college. It was just setting up then in 1902.
And was this in Ireland?
In Ireland, that's right.
Yeah.
They just set up the veterinary college in 1902 in Ireland, and he was appointed professor of surgery at age 28, which was a great feather in his cap.
He's very young to be a professor.
That's right. Yes.
How extraordinary. He was a remarkable man because he during the Civil War in Ireland, he was there's some veterinary staff. Can you tell that were captured? Can you tell me a bit about that?
It was after the rising, the army rounded up all the professors in the veterinary college and imprisoned them in the horse boxes in the college for about, I think, a week. And so my grandmother had to bring food down every day to him for his lunch and his dinner. I understand that they would take occasionally one of them on the trucks with them, so as a hostage, if you like, so to protect them from being shot at. So,
Ted, can you tell me a bit more about the man and what motivated him?
Yeah, what motivated him? He seemed to be restless, sort of. Had a restless intellect, I suppose, because he taught himself how to speak Irish, which is pretty difficult to do anyway. And then when he was in 1930 in Switzerland at an international veterinary conference, he was speaking French to all the delegates, and which he's taught himself and never been to France. So he must have been one of these restless intellects, maybe, that he was always improving himself,
yes.
And trying to learn new things. And
okay, well, thank you very much, Des. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you for listening to this extraordinary story about Des's grandfather. I hope to come back to this story and develop it further at some stage. Good night.